Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to another reaction. I'm incredibly excited about this one. We're checking out Idol's I Want That. Now, this is part of their album called Heat, which was, if I'm not mistaken, was supposed to be released last month, but was pushed back. And this is an all-English album. We reacted to the pre-release music video, of course, a few months ago, which I really enjoyed. And the teaser for this one, I watched it on mute because I didn't want to be spoiled in terms of like the audio. And it showed a really interesting picture of like duality in terms of like something that looks very positive, like very pure Yuki reading a book, but then you look at her feed, the down shot, like it's almost like the top shot is positive, the down shot, the bottom shot is very negative because there's like blood on her socks. And the actual visuals of the teaser really showed off an interesting duo and innocent in a way. So I'm guessing the I want that is that I want my own life, and maybe not, maybe yes. In terms of what I felt like the concept was from the teaser alone, fits quite well within Idol's story just in general, from something like Nude, for example, and just them being their own heroes in this story and not doing things according to someone else's, plan or predetermined, I guess, notion of how things are supposed to be. They want more than that potentially. So very excited. Enough talking, let's get into this music video. C'est la vie. Ooh, very cool. That's life. There we go. Oh.
I want the oh my OMG. I want that right now, no BRB. I want the all matte big black SUV. I want that, I want that. I want the oh my OMG. I want that right now, that you and me. I want that we messy, no c'est la vie. I want that, I want that. Don't stop, we run through the yellows. We go better.
Let me guess, the boyfriend turns out to be an abusive son of a bitch. It was kind of like foreshadowed already with the way that he was taking photos of Sion. It was kind of creepy. But she was fooled because she was in love. Yeah.
OMG, I want that right now, that you and me. I want that we messy, no c'est la vie. I want that, I want that. Don't stop, we run through the yellows. We go battle to the metal. Then on stage collecting the medals. We hearing no higher level. If you wondering, I'm too high for layers. See you only when I come up for air. Get your tongue tied. You know what to say, what?
Damn.
I want you to fall, hardest of all.
Oh my god.
Tears fall down your face. Say my name or nothing at all.
Can we get Mion to cover like melodic rock or something? Like some Epica kind of shit, some Nightwish kind of shit? Can we get Mion to cover that?
What?
This is giving me Kill Bill vibes, The Bride. Oh. Oh, sure.
This could turn into something. All up and down the coastline. If you wanna come in close, no, I don't bite. Here and don't fight the moonlight. I want you to fall.
Damn.
Until the tears fall down your face. Say my name or nothing at all. I only want everything. I want the oh my OMG. I want that right now, no BRB. I want that all Mac big black SUV. I want that. I want that.
Okay, the shot of Soyeon kind of like looking at the boyfriend as she's slicing an apple reminded me of Tomboy when she's in the kitchen. But let's talk about her later. Miyeon, this is so angelic.
I want the oh my OMG. I want that right now, no BRB. I want the all Mac big black SUV. I want that. I want that. I want that oh my OMG. I want that right now, like you and me. I want that we messy, no c'est la vie. I want that. I want that.
Only PSYCHOTIC kind of love.
Oh my god, Mini's facial expressions there. Oh.
I want the oh my OMG. I
Yeah.
want that right now, no BRB. I want the all Mac big black SUV. I want that. I want that. Yeah.
I want that oh my OMG. I want that right now, that you and me. I want that we maxing, no c'est la vie.
Oh, and she's in her own nirvana. Oh, that's beautiful. She's in peace. Oh my god, this part of the song feels like John Wick, the nightclub scene when John Wick starts taking headshots. But then the chorus and the pre-chorus is just so insanely euphoric and angelic and melodic. And it's ironic. That rhyme. The ironic thing about the book that they're reading that is called That's Life, C'est la vie. The lyrics, the chorus actually says, I want that, oh, merci, no, c'est la vie. Almost as if, like, to me, it almost like represents the fact that I don't want to go through life living in regret and just being like, well, that's life. Like, I want to live the life that I want to experience the now. I don't want to get into this marriage that was the visual of Mini opening that door, and it's so colorful, and she goes into the hall with the wedding dress, the flowers, but in reality, everything turns dark. Like the dreams that I might have had as a girl of like this beautiful moment of marrying the person that I love, that in reality turned into marrying the person out of fear for my life, potentially, and not being able to escape that relationship and just saying, well, that's life. I don't want to be another statistic. I don't want to just be another hammer, another nail that is going to be, you know, the final nail in my own coffin by getting into this marriage. And all of the girls obviously represent a lot of sadness throughout this relationship, because as much as it hurts, they are also in pain because they missed the person, like wanting to come back to them, but knowing at the same time that this is going to be the wrong decision. Like we have more than a few visuals of someone like Soyeon, if I'm not mistaken, who is lying on the bed with her partner, and then it jumps to a cut with her actually being by herself. So there is like, this love wouldn't hurt this much if I didn't actually feel something for the person initially, which they represent throughout like the first 50 seconds of the music video, as like it seems like the love is very, very passionate and whatnot. But then it very quickly turns into the kind of love that is very abusive and toxic and quite physical in a way. And it's ironic, like the guy basically slamming that pillow with Yuki on the counter, and like all of those feathers, like feathers in reality, white feathers supposed to represent something positive, but here like he's literally like destroying it. And then you see Yuki cry, and like her acting was absolutely phenomenal. All of their acting is absolutely phenomenal. Like usually when you see feathers in a shot like this where it surrounds the character, it's supposed to represent something positive, but here it's the complete contrast, much like the beginning music video, the beginning visual, sorry, of the girl seemingly looking very pure, but then when you look at their feet, you look at, I believe it was Minnie's feet, like the blood on her socks and everything else. The fact that Minnie was able to get out of the hall, her hands are covered with blood. It's almost like the blood is, she has a wound on her face, almost like being wounded in this relationship, whether it's toxic verbally or even abusive physically. The blood on her hands is almost like the blood of this relationship that she just killed, and a portion of herself that she also kind of killed in a way. Mion as well, like tearing down the flower, almost like playing love me, doesn't love me, almost as if like contemplating, maybe I should go back, but this is so fucking toxic that I would rather be dead than be with you again. Shua in that car, first of all, you see the visual of like a classic sad moment in the movies when you look out the window and you pretend that you're the main character and it's raining and you kind of like imagine yourself in a drama movie. That was very, very symbolic as far as like the rain representing like the tears that she has shed over this relationship. But also towards the end, when Minnie kills the guy, you see all of the flowers in the car, which is very reminiscent of Kang Daniel's Nirvana. Like there's literally a visual of him like in the trash can or in the car surrounded by flowers. It's a representation of finally achieving peace by killing that version of yourself and the partner, which is not a literal kill. Obviously, I don't think so, that Minnie actually literally kills the guy. She kills the memories of the guy and she kills the part of her that ever felt anything for him. So she doesn't literally kill him, in my opinion, at least. It's very symbolic. It's almost like gathering the courage and almost like walking into the office, much like she walked into the wedding hall in the same way with those same flowers. There's almost like the same gap between the tables as there was between the benches in the wedding hall. She's having like those same flowers that were later or earlier in the music video were bloody because she left the hall and she's all a mess. And she shoots the guy, which again is a symbolism, not a literal thing, in my opinion, at least. All of them kind of like leave in a different way, but Minnie represents all of their desires to kill this love in a way. Was that a pun too? Kill this love? But they all do it obviously kind of like differently. Yuki is able to walk away, which is very symbolic because she wanted to walk away in the beginning of the music video, but the guy grabs her. So she's like being pulled literally and metaphorically. And then she's able to leave and the guy cannot do anything. And then obviously Minnie shooting the guy is like finally putting the nail in his coffin and erasing him from her and from all of the girls' lives. Like it's a representation of letting go of a toxic relationship, and then they all kind of like can leave in peace. And then the shot of the explosion behind Minnie and all of the guys are kind of like running away or scattering. There is something symbolic to that, in my opinion, in terms of like the men that we encountered they encountered in their lives, and kind of like representing the fact that I had to be strong by myself because you were the one who was supposed to be my strength, and in reality you abused your own strength and you abused me. Also, this goes without saying, but abusive relationships are not just with, men being abusive towards women. It can be flipped, and it has been flipped in the past, and we've seen plenty of stories about that. And I just wanted to touch on that because I'm sure that somebody will mention the fact that, again, a music video about female empowerment. Yeah, I get it. But in reality, the things that it's kind of like the thing that I talked about with Puppet Show. Just because something is very prominent in your culture in terms of like female empowerment, in terms of women being strong enough to be in control of their own life and say no, it's not something that is a given. Some women dream of being able to say no. Some women dream of taking the power of their life and not feel like they're living in fear. It all depends on the culture, the region that you live in, because it might be more obvious in some countries than others. Some other countries, women might be just dreaming about and fantasizing about leaving and being able to escape. Plus, not to mention that abusive relationships are insanely hard to get out of because there's like this emotional entanglement. Like, as much as he hurts me, but he loves me, and I wouldn't be able to leave him because I don't know what I would do with my life, and vice versa, obviously, as well, because there are instances where women are the ones who are being abusive, and men cannot escape. And, you know, some people wouldn't even believe that a man is being abused. You know, so that, I feel like that is very important to factor in to this music video. Idol is not trying to say fuck the man in your life, but rather fuck the men that have been in my life and the experiences that I had, and I have the power to say no. I'm strong enough to kill this motherfucker symbolically, metaphorically, and I'm able to walk away without him being able to do shit anymore to me. So I feel like that's an important thing to note, and not just to take this music video as some people might take it based on first impression. Abusive relationships are incredibly hard to get out of and be okay on the other side. So this was amazing. And the fact that they're all wearing white, almost like after, like this whole music video starts with them being on the boat and ends with them being on the boat. So everything that happens in between is like the storyline of them getting through the darkness that is these relationships. And them wearing the pearls, which is a symbolic thing of like being pure. The white dresses, very delicate. Like, it really shows off the fact that they were able to get out from the darkness into the light, and they're at the sea, peaceful. And the sea also kind of like could represent like a transitional period, as far as like them washing away all of the darkness in their life. And I feel like that was really, really incredible. And there's a little something, I'm not sure, there's something like two bows on Shua's necklace, pearl necklace, which is also really, really interesting. I'm not sure if that's supposed to represent some kind of a darkness and whatnot, but just in general, this music video was absolutely incredible. I cannot get enough of these visuals. The girls looked absolutely insane. I thought that the message was absolutely awesome. It looked like an awesome revenge film, honestly, taking the fight back to those who hurt you. And the girls did a phenomenal job. And I cannot get enough of Mion's vocals on that pre-chorus. And the fact that this song both sounds epic, but at the same time during the verses and the chorus, it just sounds like a club song in the best way possible. Like, it's absolutely insane. Like, the duality within the actual instrumental is also fucking awesome. So I really, really enjoyed this one. And if I made any sense, let me know in the comment section. I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. If you did, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you're new. The album reaction is coming, but it's going to take a little bit of time as there's a lot of content to cover. So I don't want to make any promises on a specific date when I will be checking out the album, but I do plan on doing so. So please stay tuned. Yeah, I'll catch you all in the next one. Have a wonderful weekend ahead, and be well and safe. Bye-bye.